Our roles and responsibilities in life don't always fit neatly into separate categories. I was reminded of this as I was compiling my thoughts for my latest publication, The Fatherhood Challenge, in which I reflected on the life of King David, particularly after the death of his son Absalom, killed by his own army. On the one hand, David was personally grieved, but his commander of his army then rebuked him for not congratulating his troops as they came home. And so, on the one hand, we have David the man grieving, but David the man didn't stop being David the king, who had a responsibility to his troops. And these dual roles and responsibilities often plays out in our own life as well. Whether we're a counselor or pastor or any other type of leader, there's often a part of us that has a public-facing duty, but then also a private duty and responsibilities as well. Then there may be times where we are stressed or grieved with things in our own story, but then we still have to show up and serve our client or this individual that God has placed in our path. And there may be times in which we are grieving, but yet we're called to rejoice with them. Or we're rejoicing, and yet we have to sit and grieve and weep with them. Trying to manage these dual roles and responsibilities is certainly not easy, but we must practice allowing them to coexist, that we can't neglect caring for others by simply caring for ourselves. But the reverse is also true, that we can't spend so much time and energy in our public duties, roles as kings, as it were, that we still neglect our own personal issues. That again, somehow they must coexist.